Philip Grossman, you're here in Gourin in Brittany for the European Drone Film Festival. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm a documentary film producer director from Denver, Colorado. I've been working on a project in Chernobyl for the last 5 years. Passion project / obsession, as my wife says, and was invited to come be the president of the jury for the European Drone Film Festival by Matthew. Very honored to be the president of the jury and just to look at some amazing drone films produced and shot with drones.
So before coming here in Gourin, had you ever heard of Brittany before?
I had really never heard of Brittany until I was invited by Matthew, and I spoke with my father and told him where I was going, and he started to tell me about Brittany, and of course I've been here, and the people have been wonderful and telling me about the history, and I'm sort of driven to maybe do a documentary about Brittany. It's interesting.
So this film festival, can you tell us a little bit about it? Is it new? What's going on? How many films?
Yeah. So it's a brand new film festival, first year. It has films from, although it's called the European Drone Film Festival, it actually has films from around the world, primarily in Europe. And it's the first of its kind, I believe, in Europe. And there's starting to be more and more film festivals. Drones are being seen as an amazing tool for telling stories.
So we could say drones themselves, maybe not first thought of as filmmaking objects, but now at this festival there are films that are only drone based. Is that true?
Correct. There are some films here and some amazing films that I've seen and reviewed, shot entirely from a drone. We sort of think of them primarily, unfortunately, for military purposes or for spying, but they're actually a tool for creating art.
So when you initially wanted to make this film about Chernobyl, was it logical to use drones? Was that your initial thought, or did that just happen organically?
So it happened organically. My first trip was in 2011 at the 25th anniversary of the catastrophe. During that trip, I was lucky enough to obtain a helicopter flight in the zone, and we couldn't get close enough to some of the objects we wanted to shoot. And it was through that activity, and then talking with my filming partner Jesus in Poland, we started talking about drones and started with fixed wing, and drones were just really starting to come to the forefront at that point in time. And we knew as a tool that it could get us into areas and change the perspective that you normally wouldn't be able to see, and really help us tell the story in a different way.
So this documentary, when should we expect it for U.S. or world audiences?
So we're working right now to finish production. We've been talking to some American television networks, and we're hoping to have the final piece produced and ready to go for the 30th anniversary of the Chernobyl catastrophe, which was April 26th. So hopefully between February, March, April timeframe, we'll have something out, U.S. based, and then hopefully globally as well.
So you haven't been very long in Brittany, but what are your first impressions?
It's actually it's quite amazing. It reminds me of central Pennsylvania, where I grew up. Very similar in terms of the nature and landscape, and the history is again something that was unknown to me, and it sort of started turning some wheels in my head that the story of Brittany and the history of Brittany may be something that I want to do a documentary about.
Great. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see the documentary.
Thank
Merci.
you. Merci.